We live in a fast-paced world. Speed and efficiency, the need to get it done, can seem more important than taking the time to achieve quality work. But a craftsman, an artisan, creates a work of art, strives for excellence, understands discipline frees the mind, and understands the importance of learning from our past. Craftsmen stand out from the crowd, and we need more skilled specialists, more artisans. Discover the person you're meant to be. The design, craftsmanship, and beauty of historic heritage buildings are often the pride of a city. They provide memories, tell us stories, keep hidden secrets, and stand the test of time for generations. But these symbols of our heritage can and do disappear. To ensure our centuries of history will be here for generations to come, we need to properly conserve them. Traditional heritage trade skills are in a critical shortage. There are not enough specialist tradespeople in Australia, and these skills are essential to conserve our Australian-built heritage. FCTA is an award-winning trade school in South Australia, and for 20 years has been building careers through flexible training in construction skills, such as bricklaying, tiling, solid plastering, and stonemasonry. Founded on the principles of greater flexibility for employers, developing closer relationships with apprentices, and creating opportunities for people seeking work in the construction industry. FCTA, building careers in collaboration with industry partners, has developed the Certificate 3 in Heritage Trade Skills, the only accredited heritage training courses in Australia. The training focuses on the development of hand and technical skills by trainers with detailed industry knowledge and extensive experience working as qualified tradespeople. The Certificate 3 in Heritage Trade Skills aims to develop understanding of modern conservation requirements and the practical skills necessary for authentic conservation and restoration of heritage structures. Accredited training courses delivered on-site at heritage-listed locations across South Australia offer qualifications for tradespeople and resources for heritage homeowners.
By creating the accredited course, we now have the ability to access both industry and government funding to have these incredible buildings restored to their previous glory under the supervision of qualified trainers. This is an Australian first. With support from the South Australian Government, students will be working on live heritage sites and able to see their work for years to come. This will benefit the community enormously and help conserve Australia's built heritage. With this formal qualification, we now have a way to offer people training in the skills that haven't been trained in Australia in the last 20 years. These skills are sorely needed. There's a critical shortage of people who have the ability to work on these buildings. Heritage homeowners will also be able to attend classes to find out about how to restore their homes. Industry specialists will be invited in to speak to the students about new conservation techniques. They'll be learning the latest from around the world, with partnerships we've formed right throughout Europe and the UK. There are a number of benefits to having the training delivered on the heritage sites. Instead of being behind doors in a trade school with the projects being written down after the apprentices finished them, now our students will have the ability to make lasting changes to incredible buildings that benefit the community.
Building support for change via Heritage Trade Skills Training is a partnership with the National Trust of South Australia, the Department for Innovation and Skills, Renewal SA, and Construction Industry Training Board.
We have a lot of amazing built heritage in South Australia, and maintaining that is a constant job. We've got to continue to make sure that these places exist and are used to give them a future. So we're very concerned to make sure that the skills to do that work are available, and that we're bringing up a new generation of people who can keep these buildings going and help develop new uses for them into the future.
Renewal SA has a training and employment initiative known as the Works program. We are looking forward to partnering with FCTA to work on restoring and maintaining some of our heritage assets. These assets include the Brompton Gasworks site that we're currently on. It is our responsibility to make sure that these assets are restored and maintained, and we are looking forward to doing that with FCTA.
In about 2008, we began a program to meet what we saw as a big deficiency in skills training, namely heritage construction skills. There was no formalised training mechanism to teach people the skills associated with heritage building conservation. And that's really a function of the way building has evolved over the last 60 or 70 years. And it's that long since we've trained people like stonemasons in the formal sense. The system in Australia runs under what's called the Australian Quality Training Framework, and there is no provision in that for qualification of people in a lot of the heritage skills that we needed. The work that's being done now is so important because at last we're going to have a formal qualification, and that will take people from basically entry level right up to accomplished and skilled artisan as a tradesperson.
Learn how to protect Australia's heritage sites. Be part of our heritage.